All right, it's November 25th, and that means it is Black Friday. You know, everyone gets in the spirit of capitalism and consumerism, and I was just like, all right, I gotta wear something for that. And I found this hat that I got at a Suns game from who knows how long ago, and I figured it just symbolizes the absurdity of this day and how we kind of celebrate it. I mean, good for anyone that's got it in a cool deal, because awesome and all that, but yeah. Also, I can make this thing like fly around. I'm sure that plays well in audio and video. But yeah, of course. Hopefully, though, you got the deals you're looking for. If you're looking for deals, if you weren't and just relaxing, hopefully you enjoyed it. And well, of course, it also means that we're going to now have like non-stop Christmas music drilled into our head and a couple Hanukkah songs until, well, for like a month, right? So that's going to be, but for an escape from that and some other awesome live music, I've got some shows to tell you about. So let's safely go. Yes, welcome to another episode of The Show. Joe Says Safely Go, where I always recommend masking up because a room full of masks lowers the spread of COVID and the flu and multiple other viruses. So that's where I always recommend it for. And it also helps make the spaces more welcoming and inviting and inclusive to all our friends, including our immunocompromised friends who, yes, still are out there. And unfortunately, the way things are, at least here in Arizona, makes it a little more harder for them to come out to music. So let's please mask up for their sake. Also for our favorite bands and musicians, they can use it because any type of thing that they catch will either mean they have to stop the tour or postpone it or cancel it, because these are big, hard-hitting financial things for most bands. They're not making a ton of money. So please do it to be considerate of your favorite bands and musicians and just friends. Of course, also, please get vaccinated. The flu vaccine's out there. Also, the COVID vaccine that has now Omicron included there. I've got both, you can see. And it's helped, especially because I managed to travel through an airport and be okay. Plus, I also wore an N95 through that airport and on a plane. But yeah, please, just for the sake of your friends and musicians and just making these spaces more inclusive, please be safe and mask up and all that. Of course, if you're here and you're not angering at me for whatever freaking reason, please be sure to like it wherever you're watching it, and also subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, because those numbers go up. I get access to more features like ad revenue, which one day may be making this whole thing self-sufficient and making its own money where it can just, but I don't get that, and it's not self-sufficient. But I do thank those that support me over at patreon.com/everyshowjoe. Even $1 a month, $5 a month, that all helps me out with the web costs. It helps me out with gas money to get to some of these shows, ticket costs, as I try to push through my long COVID, through my fatigue. If you didn't see my latest posts on every social media, I shared it over. I did get, after 44 nights on my CPAP, even with hoping fixing sleep apnea would help. Unfortunately, it is not. This fatigue is still going on, unfortunately. Oh, it's frustrating. But yeah, the numbers my sleep clinician was going over with said I should be high energy, and I'm not high energy, unfortunately. Which was, I kind of felt like I was bumming her out. I was trying to tell her, I'm like, actually, and then the face she made, I was like, well, I mean, I also have, okay. And so, describing to her my symptoms along COVID, unfortunately, the chronic fatigue is still going, and I'm still navigating it, and I apologize if I do make it out to your show right now. If I am closing my eyes or yawning or both, like I did, unfortunately, through Madawaska and did some sitting down, it's not you, it's me. I am just... To get through this stuff, it takes some effort and energy, and I'm going to still try. I don't know if I don't think I can stick to weekly, but I'm going to still try to catch some music because I miss it. I love it. It is still some amazing stuff out there, friends, and just the music itself that I miss seeing out there, so appreciate it. I think I'm going to be doing something next Friday. Ooh. Taking pictures for the first time in a couple months because this fatigue has been so just... And doctor's advice has been to take it easy. And yeah, so yeah. Of course, yeah, patreon.com/everyshowjoe was what I went off that tangent on. And I appreciate everyone that supports me, whether you're on there or just anywhere following me. I appreciate it. Of course, the other thing you can do, which is completely free, everyshowjoe.com. Go check out stuff that I've taken pictures of in the past and written up those awesome shows and things. I'm super proud of my pictures and everything there. Plus, then one little shameless plug. If you can click that store link, you can get every Show Joe shirt and wear that around and enjoy it, and also help spread the word of my stuff, and I appreciate that. Plus, also, I should tell you, it's probably getting pushed down a little bit in the feed on the website, but if you go to youtube.com or any podcast service, there is a new Concerts Consoles with Crazy in the Brains where I interviewed and we played some Shredder's Revenge. So if you watch the video version, you'll see that. If you get the audio version, it's still a really good conversation, so go check that out. Of course, every week, I like to fucking say this because it fucking matters. Fuck racism, fuck homophobia, fuck transphobia, fuck sexism, fuck all bullshit that is just petty attempts at dehumanizing one another, or shouldn't be at this point. And unfortunately, it is still happening, and we still have just wage experiment. Also, freaking laws that were written, or pretty much racism, were written with some of the laws we still enforce, and a lot of bullshit. Let's just go with that. Especially living in a state here that is enforcing, as you heard me every week, a abortion law that anti-abortion, really, anti-reproductive law that was written when we were a territory, not even a state of Arizona, and somehow that archaicness, that's how far back some of our lawmakers, at least in this state, believe is good and valid. How nuts. So yeah, of course I like to throw out ways to bring positivity to this world. Even just a little bit will go a long way, and I like to suggest some of these. Like, even on that note, the Abortion Fund of Arizona, which is abortionfundofaz.org, you can go support them, give them money. They help give resources to people who need it for help with just reproductive rights in general. It doesn't even have to be abortion. They're just a helpful tool and resource. And in Arizona, definitely important to go support. Of course, the other stuff that I always throw out there, Black Lives Matter, yes. BLMPHXmetro.org is the one here in Phoenix. Find your local one if you're not here in Phoenix, but that's one way to see activities to get involved with. PoderinAction.org is another really good one for that. StopAAPIHate.org, Asian American Pacific Islander, another one. And FirstNations.org. All of these working to be proactive and work for fixing the rights and being proactive against this bullshit racism that still permeates this country for sure. And I'm sure it's not just us, but it sucks. We shouldn't even be this backwards, but there are still people that do it. Of course, other things to get involved with. Two that are involved with our music scene. The Sidewalk Project, which they are, as you can tell by their name, helping homeless, against self-harm, that kind of stuff. There's even a Phoenix section involved here. The sidewalkproject.org is their site. Also, Punk Rock Saves Lives. You can get on the bone marrow list. They're helping with mental health. They're helping with, actually, there's some overlap there too. Just working to help our community in punk rock and in music, and just, it's awesome. punkrocksaveslives.org is their site. And then, of course, every week, been throwing out projecthope.org because supports Ukraine in that freaking struggle. It also is supporting Puerto Rico in their devastation with the latest hurricanes and tropical storms and needing help there. It's there's a lot of ways and spots we can go help. So go find either these or maybe something else you find better than my suggestions. That works too. Just let's bring some more positivity to the world and make it a better place. Of course, speaking of things that help make it a better place, we love our music. We love our favorite musicians and our favorite bands. And you're like, well, how do I support them? And the simple, easiest way is go buy their merch directly from them. That money goes directly to them. And yeah, so go buy their shirts, their CDs, their vinyl, their koozies, their hoodies now since it's cold even here in Phoenix. Their scarves, all that kind of awesome stuff. Really, that's the simplest, easiest way to support. And also, thank you, if you're wondering, my friend John, who brought this back from Fest, because with the health stuff I've been going through, plus it's still some financial. Trying to get to Florida from Arizona to Gainesville is still a feat in time and money. So maybe, hopefully, next year I'll be able to get everything together and make it out to one of those, because every year, since I've discovered it, 7 years ago now, I think, just watching it from afar, it just looks amazing. And they put on some amazing streams over at the Fest during 2020 and 21, so I appreciate them for that. I discovered even more awesome music through them, and thanks to them. So I look forward to that. But yeah, so that's awesome. The Fest tangent here. Also, of course, NEVA, the National Independent Venue Association, is another way to go support NEVASSOC.org. Go support them. You can go donate. They have the Independent Venue Foundation, which is used for lobbying for the interests of your favorite independent venues. Also for, the emergency fund. If your favorite venue needs help with that rent, they need help with whatever bills, they are there to help if they can. So, cool place to go donate to. And then, yeah, of course, the thing you're here for probably, and going, when are we getting to it? When are we getting to it? Yes, go attend a show that supports your favorite venues and your favorite artists. So really, really cool stuff coming up here. It is a little lighter. It seems like everyone had their turkey or tofurkey or whatever and everything made, and everyone just get tired and, but there's still some awesome stuff here. And so let's get right into it. Tonight, the 25th, all times are Arizona time, which are Mountain Standard Time. We don't do daylight savings, but there's no daylight savings right now, so we're even with Mountain Standard for once, for like 6 months. Anyways, regardless, some awesome stuff we got starting tonight. We got Joan of Arkansas with the Saturn III, Ghost in the Willow, and KO No Contest at the Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. We've got Sophie Dorston with the Millennial Summer, and Too Loud over at Valley Bar, 7:30 start. Herbert Walker with Jerusa Funk, and then DJ Compliments and DJ Grant Jeremy over at, I didn't actually put that down, at 8 p.m. I think it's Last Exit Live. But I'll update the text versions of this on the Facebook and website posts. So if you're looking for that. And we also got Pestilence with Josh and Charlie Averiana and Tristan Jumzik at the Groundworks down in Tucson, 7 p.m. Plus, if you're looking for a stream, a really cool one, the Melvins are live in New York City and they're streaming it. Melvins.veep.com, 7 p.m. We also got Scott Klopfenstein always streaming on his Twitch if you're looking for an awesome person who plays amazing music in a very positive environment on stream, while him and G. Scott put together a great environment for that at twitch.tv/Scott Klopfenstein. And yes, I should always plug, you might know him from Real Big Fish. You might know him from the Littlest Man Band. You just might know him because he's got some awesome solo stuff, or even pick it up, Scott in the 90s documentary. He's in there too. So yeah, Scott is awesome. Let's just say that. Then we roll into Saturday, and yes, we have the community lost another, and we're remembering Patrick, which was due to gun violence, even making this so much more frustrating. But my heart goes out to all my friends and everyone involved with Morgan's Bluff. They're playing to remember Patrick. Plus, we got Black Mountain Moonshine, The Rebel Set, and Worm Fur over at Rip's Bar, 7 p.m. We got Alley A and the Agency, because, yes, as you might have seen on their social media, they're fucking awesome. And they're playing with Chad Rubin, Taylor Jackson, and Tyke over at the Rebel Lounge, 8 p.m. Another cool one on our list, we got Simple Malfunction with the Logan and Kyle Experience. There is a typo. Afterbirth Cartoons and Overthinking at the Alibi House, 7 p.m. Got Lane Lines with Juniper Ridge, Daniel Dirac at the Trunk Space. And remember, the Trunk Space asks you please wear a mask inside. Like I said, just wear a mask in general. A room full of masks will help regardless. 7:30 p.m. for that one, though. And then we also got a pair of shows. So if you just want to hang out and get your coffee fix on, or tea fix, or caffeine fix. I guess we just generalized caffeine fix. There is a bunch of awesome stuff. This one got moved. We got Electrosad with Cremathy, Ariel, Jezebel at Jared's Coffee, Tea, and Gallery at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Then return back there or just hang out. We got 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Manic Monkeys are also there. So you can catch a bunch of music just hanging out there. And then, of course, if you're looking for excuses to go different places, let's start going down to Tucson first. We got AFI with Drab Majesty over at the Rialto Theater, 8 p.m. for that. But it's not the only thing down in Tucson. We also got Spray Alien, which is a awesome punk band from a member of Sublime, if I remember right. What I've listened to are just really cool, and so trying to make sure I get them on these lists going forward. With Soakset and ZC Keeley over at 191 Tool, Tucson, 8 p.m. Plus, you're looking for a reason to go a little north and a little west. Friendsgiving Volume 2. That includes Narwhal. That includes 16, who I saw at, it was SkaterCon 2020? Maybe 19? One of them. They're really good. And also got Doc Hammer from San Diego there, who fucking... If you haven't seen Doc Hammer, go see Doc Hammer. Plus Cell Damage, It's All Grizzly, and a lot more at the Den in Prescott. 2:30 p.m. start, because there's that many bands. Plus, of course, Wake Up with Kepi Gooley, one of the happiest people you can just wake up with and watch music. 10 a.m. on his Facebook and throughout the show, doing the Kepi Show. So really cool. Just give him a follow, see when he goes live. Rad stuff. And then Sunday, we got State Champs here with Honey, Between You and Me, and Barefoot at the Van Buren, 7 p.m. We also got the George Ruiz Band at the Wasted Grain, 9:30 p.m. Plus, 3 p.m. you can go check out Bite Me Bambi doing their music show over on their Twitch, twitch.tv/Bite Me Bambi. Monday, relax, I guess. I got nothing, at least within my tastes and recommendations. But Tuesday, your usual set of streams. We got the Chris Murray Blue Beat live stream over on his Facebook, 6 p.m. We also got Scott Klopstein streaming over on his Twitch, 10 p.m. And Bite Me Bambi, they're doing their morning show. That's at 9 a.m. You can go tune in for that. And then Wednesday, also, like I said, it got late. So, like I said, people just... felt like relaxing this week, I guess. We got Robbie, a Playboy Man Baby, though, doing his karaoke dance party over at the Thunderbird Lounge, 9 p.m. Got Sky Klopstein doing his morning stream at 10 a.m. Threw you for a loop, didn't I? Plus, got Bite Me Bambi doing their stream at 6:30 p.m. on their Twitch. Thursday, though, we had the first. So if you haven't seen it, and it is a fucking killer lineup, the Zona Fest is rad and cool and happening over 2 days next weekend. So it'll be on next week's show. But they're doing club shows pretty much. They're calling them Zona Nights shows. So as you see them here, I'm going to label them Zona Nights shows. And there's first one is Thursday night with Sundiver, California, or CA, Mind's Eye, and Wawa over at the Rebel Lounge. It's 8 p.m. You also got the return of the Wayback Sessions with Death Pop on their YouTube channel, 7 p.m., youtube.com/The Wayback Sessions. So go check that. And then, of course, I apparently threw this underneath it, and it should have been also right at the top. We got Me First and the Gimme Gimmies with Elvez and some of my favorite people. We got the Last Gang here, too, at the Marquee Theater, 8 p.m. And yeah, of course, you can't... The Gimme Gimmies have one of the best frontmen in any music genre with Spike on the mic. So, well, that kind of just rolls off the tongue. But yeah, so definitely recommend that one. And then Friday, we hit a bunch of those Zona Night shows. We've got AJJ and Veronica Everhart at the Crescent Ballroom, 8 p.m. We've got Black Carl, back again. Jackie Hayes and Wallace Hound, that one's over at the Rebel Lounge. That one's at 8 p.m. Phantom Planet and Aviv, or AVIV, at the Valley Bar at 7:30 p.m. And they're doubling this one up, so if you're looking for a reason to hang out at a venue. Teen Days and DJ Jamie Lee at the Valley Bar. That one is 10 p.m. So you can have both shows combined but separately. That's how they wrote it. That's how they put it on the list. And then, of course, we got Social D in town with Aaron Lee Thompson. It's their first night. There's 2 nights of shows, so you'll find out next week's show. That's at the Marquee, 6:30 p.m. We got the Dirty Licks with These Still Nights and Taylor Glasheen at the Yucca Tap Room, 8 p.m. Trash Can Romeos with Ape, Maricopa County Prison Band at the Chopper Johns, 8 p.m. Plus Scott Klopstein streaming every Friday on his Twitch at 10 p.m. Like I said, this is all tuned to my taste because that's why I'd recommend it to you, right? I like the music that I'm listening to and these artists, so I know you're going to probably enjoy them too. Of course, tastes vary, and I understand, and that's what's awesome, makes us human, makes us have such a a wide variety of music tastes, and it's cool to see. And that's also how we get exposed to other bands you may not have normally listened to, and that's even better. And then also there's also some that don't have the most easy to find show schedules, so sometimes I miss them. But regardless, do my best, and hopefully you guys enjoy these recommendations for this week. Of course, as I do every week, hopefully you guys stay safe out there. Please mask. Like I said, it'll help. It'll help not have what I have still ongoing. Also, I'm seeing an uptick in my social media of people being sick. It may not even be COVID. It might be a flu, or it might be. Regardless, wearing a mask will help lower that and help us all keep going and seeing more music. That's awesome, right? So yeah, that's always my plea every week. And yeah, until next week, hopefully you guys have fun out there. Be safe about it, and take care.